Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me at the home body weight workout. We are going to do a back exercise, actually two back exercises today, and I'm going to use the wall for one of them, and I'm going to use the chair for a lower angle back workout. I'm going to use the wall for a higher angle workout. You can actually use the wall for different workouts. People, I guess, generally don't think of the wall. Normally when they think of a push-up or a back workout or something, they think of a chair or the floor. But you can also use the wall to do many effective workouts. You just have to make sure that you angle your body in a certain way that you're putting maximum pressure on your back and your arms as you're doing them. So, with that being said, with this home workout today, I'm going to be using the wall to start the workout. Then I'm going to do a lower angle workout on the chair that I'm sitting on now. So, with the wall, you have quite a range that you can do in terms of angles. I mean, I can do a lower angle like so. Just make sure that that your feet don't slip out from under you and you land on your lower back, which could be extremely painful. So please don't do that. I have done that before, and it does not feel good, and you could really injure your lower back. So just make sure your feet are nice and planted, and you're not on some slippery surface or some water or something as you're doing them. With that being said, you can do a lower angle. You can do lower angles like so. You can do higher angles. You can even do higher than your shoulders. Just make sure you don't strain your shoulders out. And, something like this. I'm going to do about a medium level here. Okay, a little bit lower than my shoulders. You can also vary the hand positioning. You can do a hand positioning up wider. You can do it about shoulder width. You can even do it close in. Okay, there's quite a range you can do. You can do in terms of the angles, the height of the angle, but also the hand spacing with an almost, not unlimited, but, certainly a wide variety of exercises that you can do within this exercise, within the back exercise, okay? So, today what I'm going to do is, and it will give you a very wide range of possibilities for this workout for doing at different times of the month or different times of the year or whatever, however often you do this exercise. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to do about a little bit wider than shoulder, and I'm going to about medium height. I'm going to do it about medium height. So basically all I'm doing is to stick your head up as high as you can, then add an extra level of difficulty to the exercise. Okay, and just basically push yourself up or forward. Push yourself forward. Okay. And this is actually quite challenging. It's a weird position. It's not comfortable necessarily. Okay. My hands are slipping out a bit. Okay. So that's one. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix it up with a lower angle, okay? A lower angle back exercise, back and shoulder. And when you combine the two angles, it really brings you to quickly to at least initial points of failure for your muscles, okay? So, all right, let's try it one more time. I'm already feeling my back muscles contracting quite a bit. Back to the wall. Again, about a medium hand position, a little bit wider than shoulder. My hand positioning is a little bit wider than my shoulders, and I'm about medium height. Okay. Stick my head up. Make sure my feet are nice and planted. Okay, and control the motion. This is quite an awkward position. So I really feel it quickly. So I'm going to give it a quick flex. Go back to the wall. Just a quick flex for about 20 seconds here. Then we'll go back up to the wall. But it's such an awkward hand position. It's an awkward, body position that you really seem to feel you reach the points of failure quite quickly, maybe quicker than you would expect. Okay, so with that being said, let's go back to the wall. Okay, again, look up. Nice. And it takes maybe a couple times even to get used to this position. It's a really awkward, kind of vulnerable position, with your hands behind your back. Okay, so I felt that one right away. Let's go back to the chair. So let's go back to the chair in the lower angle. All right. So again, look up to the ceiling and push yourself up. Yeah, and I'm reaching the, it's an awkward body position. It's a vulnerable position with your hands behind your back, but it's really effective for working the back. And you reach failure points quite rapidly, actually. Let's go one more time. Okay. All right, so let's move the chair back. Go back up to the wall one more time. Just make sure your feet are nice and planted. Don't fall on the ground. Don't fall on your lower back. Okay. My hands in the same position. Keep your hands in the same position throughout one training day. I'm really starting to reach some quick points of failure. So just going to flex to give a little bit of extra added definition and tear the muscles a little bit more as you're working out. Gives a nice little extra definition and just works the muscles a little bit more. The flex is kind of like contracts, helps the muscles to contract even more. Okay, let's go back to the lower angle. Back to this. Again, look up at the ceiling. Nice and controlled motion. Yeah, I feel my muscles are pretty tight now, pretty contracted. So as you just give a quick back, I think it was a nice little, overall back workout. Very, very effective. You really feel it quickly, much like weights. And just hold on the last one. Get a little negative resistance in there. On that last one. Okay, so let's move the chair back. Here. Go back to the wall. Look up as high as you can. Okay, push yourself. Resist on the way down. And starting to reach, some pretty good points of failure. You want to reach those failure points, as many as you can. If you're more advanced, if you've been working out for quite a while, just make sure that maybe you want to push yourself a bit more. In fact, you do want to push yourself a bit more to reach those extra points of failure. Not every time necessarily, not every workout, but you do want to push yourself for sure. All right, so I'm going to go back to the wall one more time. Control the motion. Okay, resist on the way down. Resist. Sounds like a political statement or something. Resistance. No, just resist. To get that negative resistance on the way down. Okay, I'm reaching those failure points quickly. So on the last ones, again, if you want to add an extra layer of difficulty to the exercise, as you start to reach the end of the exercise, then hold and resist more on the way down, just to add an extra level of difficulty and to get some extra negative resistance, which allegedly is more important than positive resistance. It is because you're resisting gravity in most cases. Okay, so again, back to this. Oh, getting tough now. So just resist on the way down. Hold it as long as you can in the most disadvantageous position. And try to get some extra negative resistance in there, which is more effective than positive resistance. Okay, so let's go back to the wall again. See how many what we got left here. And if we don't have much left, let's just resist on the way down. We're going the way in. All right, so I've reached some pretty good failure points. When you combine two exercises at the same time without much pause in between, it really adds multiple layers of difficulty, because you are working the muscles from different angles, but also you're doing them in succession without much pause, which really, really challenges your muscles to rise to the occasion of your muscles are like, oh my God, it's this angle, it's that angle, and he keeps going, he or she keeps going, and I have to adapt. You really want to force your muscles to adapt to difficult situations and new situations. And you can vary, like I said, you can vary the angles and you can vary the speed and the difficulty. All right, let's go back to this. Okay, and you shouldn't really pause or rest too much between sets. I like to mainly just continue going, until the end of the exercise, because I feel more motivated to just keep going and just to keep punching, keep punching away at it. It feels more natural to me, and you can adapt it to your own particular preference, but I always suggest just going for it, and try to finish the exercise as quickly as possible to just really jolt and shock your muscles, hopefully to get the maximum benefit out of them, and just to force them to grow and to force them to become defined and stronger, not just bigger, but better quality of muscle. And and speaking also to the better quality of muscle, eat good food. If you're going to exercise, if you're going to go through all the trouble of exercising, eat something good. Eat good food. Even red meat is okay, a little bit. Not too much. Eat lean meats. If you're not a vegetarian or vegan, if you are a vegan, you can still get tofu and soybeans and things like that. Hopefully non-GMO and nuts and things like that. There's plenty of things you can eat. But anyway, that was a fantastic workout. I feel really pumped up and charged up. I hope you enjoyed that. This is Byron signing off. And just remember, it's really easy to get a workout at home. It doesn't take long. You can do it in your own at your own pace, in your own time. Very convenient. It's free, and there's so much variation. There's angles and hand spacings and things like that to add so much, so many different levels of difficulty and so many ways to change it up. Anyway, so thank you. Stay motivated to work out at home, and everybody stay strong out there. Bye-bye. This is Byron. See you next time.